So the Daily Show right now, the ratings are surging right now from their guest hosts, including Chelsea Handler, Leslie Jones, Cal Penn. So the producers right now are thinking about making this a regular thing, as opposed to actually hiring somebody to replace Trevor Noah. They're like, maybe we'll just keep doing this. It could be good, having like funny comedians come in while they're on tour, or while there's an actor that has a big movie coming out. They can pop on the show, they can host the show for a night and then promote their movie, and then they can leave and it'll be huge ratings. I mean, they're looking at the ratings right now. They've been going up. They're up 13% on the social side. Viewers are up 16% period compared with last year. And it's big. They're thinking about doing duos or trios, not just having one person. But this is working so well, they might not do that. They might just let it keep rotating. And Trevor Noah, he's moved on. He's got his own show now on Amazon. He's hosting Amazon's first South African original show. It's a remake of LOL.
How's that doing?
Remaking, right? But it's a remake of LOL, Last One Laughing format. It launches next year. It has so the idea is Noah pits 10 famous South African comedians against each other, and they see who gets the grand prize. So they just compete and they try to make each other laugh. And if you laugh, you lose. So and the grand prize is $1 million for charity. So that's what he's doing. 30-minute episode, 6-part series, and he's excited to go back to his roots. He said and host a program for South Africa. And so this is happening. But my question is like, so he leaves hosting to go host something else. I mean, you're like a very successal show you're hosting.
What else
right?
is he qualified to do?
But why would you leave that show then? Like, I mean, you're doing the same shit. I mean, I guess now you have comedians.
He was being paid a lot. So why
a lot of money?
I don't know why he left that show.
It makes sense. Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think this makes sense for him to leave this show to go do another one hosting, or do you think he should have stayed on the Daily Show?
Honestly, as young as he is, I'm surprised that he left. Like, I mean, he could have had a very long career there, and it is surprising. However, like, so many people, think that the grass is greener on the other side. Like, that's just how they roll. How many times have you seen people in a television series like Grey's Anatomy, for example? What's her nuts? That bitch with the blonde hair, right? No, not Meredith.
Is her name Meredith? The show? I never watched Grey's, so.
Well, she's the star of the show, but there's the blonde girl, like from the first couple seasons, that was, oh my god, what the fuck is her name? She's a horrible person to work with. I photo doubled her actually. Did you say Reese Witherspoon?
No, I was talking to
Katherine Heigl. Katherine Heigl is her name. She was like, I'm gonna leave here because I'm gonna be like,
I just used the first cunt.
And she
Sabrina,
did use.
Can you say it so I don't?
She is a cunt. She's definitely a cunt. No, she's a huge cunt. She's a horrible person.
Rachel.
Oh,
Rachel's
let's
not
call out our fans.
I know.
First of all, second of all,
that's a little rough.
She is a cunt. Like, she's a horrible person. Like, when you work with someone and they're a fucking douchebag, and I worked with her on 3 different movies.
I wasn't calling her.
I know you're not. I know you're not. You were saying it's okay for you to say cunt. We're all aware of that. Don't worry about it. Yep, got it.
Thank you.
So, that Katherine Heigl was like, well, the grass is going to be greener. And she got booked for a couple of movies because she was the star of Grey's Anatomy. Well, a star of Grey's Anatomy. And then she was a horrible person and they all fired her. And then she didn't work for years. So, the grass is not always greener. But Trevor Noah, I think, is very talented. I think he's very funny. I actually think he does a good Trump impression, which is weird coming from a South African man. He's, smart and cute and, lovable. He's like a lovable guy.
Throwing the cute word out there too.
Well, he is. He's cute. He's young. I mean, the Daily Show was Jon Stewart, and if you go back in time, he's like the most different person that they've ever had. And I think that the turn for them is to hire a woman like Chelsea fucking Handler would be my vote, and I think Chris would agree with that too. But he was given like a huge gift. He was just like basically a stand-up comic in New York, and they were like, "Have this show."
That's
so
huge.
Yeah,
and then
it's crazy.
Yeah. I just feel like he should have stayed.
I mean, I agree he should have stayed, but he is trying to sow his oats or do what he's doing. He wrote a book, you know what I mean? He's doing him, and I congratulate him for doing that. And
I think he's gonna regret it later on.
He might, but it'll open up an opportunity for someone else great to have another great job. Think about that Talk Soup. How many times it changed over, and all those people are super successful. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
So like he's just changing the guard for someone else.
But
Chris, what do you think? Do you like the guest host format? Do you think they should stick with it?
I think they should stick with one female host. The first female host night show. And they should go with that.
Who are you pushing for? Is one of your favorites right now?
Goddamn Handler. I have Sarah Silverman, who is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, she's great too.
If Sabrina could help me without Chelsea Handler, I really think she's.
Yeah, Chelsea Handler was great when she was on there.
She was great. She knew what she was talking about, and she had it. I think it's time for the first female nighttime.
It might be, and the thing is, like, you might as well change it up completely. If you're gonna get somebody new, just change it up, do something different. And when she was there, she's a comedian too. You know, comedians are great. You know, hire Sabrina. GR says.
Yes, GR. Yes, I love you.
But
Thank you.
I like there has been like guest hosts every week. Okay, but you want to still see them. And then somebody else comes on, like I'm trying to think.
It could be anybody. Cal Penn came on, Cal Penn came on.
Yeah, but he was actually really good.
He was great, But the thing is, he has that background in politics too, and he has comedy. So he kind of has like that 1-2 punch on it,
They're also gonna have Jordan Klepper coming up, who is amazing and hilarious, and does like he's so fucking funny. And they're giving all of their like normal office people a shot to host, which I think is really cool because a lot of times you don't get that opportunity.
It is cool.
Yeah,
like good for them.
Cheers, but the bleep button will get a little work. You are so right. I would clean it up if I was on. I would clean it up if I had to. GR, still vote for me, please. Thank you.
You would definitely need that. There'd be a person on standby right there watching it.
They'd be like, this bitch again. What the fuck?
Fuck, I used to take a coffee break whenever Trevor was on. I have to do shit. This job is hard now.
I'd be like, I just wanted some fucking coffee.
Beep it. And then Peppy would be pooping somewhere. And I would go to the side and you'd be like, he just shit. I'll go there.
I don't know what you said, but I'll take it. But GR, I appreciate if you'll still give me my vote if I clean it up a little bit.
I think if you're not going to hire Sabrina, I think it would be good to have a female host myself as well.
Chelsea Handler.
I like Chelsea Handler a lot. I do.
Sarah Silverman also great.
I said that.
We're looking as a producer, and it's already doing well. So I think they might stick with this format for a while until it stops doing well. And then once it stops doing well, then I think they need to like really venture in. And then, the good thing about this is too, they have all the time in the world right now. Try people up, bring people back,
The weird thing is
see who works. Look at the numbers.
They had on Jimmy Kimmel, they do this all the time when he goes away in the summer. They do the guest host thing.
They bring some bad people in those sometimes. There's some people that come in. I'm like, ugh.
Well, Wanda Sykes has done both. You know what I mean? Like and Chelsea Handler has done both.
Yeah. Chelsea was great when she was on it.
That's where the format. She was gold on Jimmy Kimmel. But I feel like that's where the format kind of came from. Like they kind of got it from there.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
there will be weeks where it's not as good because they're like, oh, we're not feeling this person. But other weeks it will skyrocket because they love that person, Yeah. But you have to hold the base audience. So if you have 2 bad people in a row, I'd be like, I'm not going to watch this until they pick someone or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a steady tightrope to walk, and they have to figure it out.
And they will. And you know what? The ratings point out right now that they're doing a great job as this. So whatever happens after this, they'll just have to follow the ratings. Maybe let the fans decide in a way. Do a poll. Let people know what you're thinking. Like let them see and choose. That would be fun too, because if people come in they love, like Chelsea Handler, give it to Chelsea.